But before we actually get into that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
It's been a really slow little week for me as well from listening to anything. But one album I did listen to, a favorite of mine. I don't know if I even talked about it ever on the podcast. But AZ, Do or Die. This album is, to me, a classic.
From Nas's camp? AZ?
Yeah, his homie AZ, yeah. So I don't know if is this album considered a classic, do you know?
No.
It's not?
Don't know what I'm talking about, no AZ.
That's crazy.
They say that it's a good album, I think, but I never heard someone say, oh, this is a classic.
Yeah. I love this album. It's a really good album, man. I'd say it's great. Like, I don't know, man.
Classic?
It's a personal classic for me. I always liked it.
Is it like an era classic? Would you call it that? Or would you call it like an actual definitive hip-hop classic?
To me, I think it's a hip-hop classic. It has some stuff that's been sampled in here. Just even him sampled on Illmatic. But I don't know, bro. Uncut Raw, Gimme Yours, Ho Happy Jackie, Rather Unique. It's like Sugar Hill, like all this, bro. It's just fire, and it's short, 45 minutes, 12 songs. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, my son loves the Gimme Yours. Like, I could just play this in the car, even though it's some vocal language in here. But AZ is dope.
When did it come out?
93, 95. I'm bugging. 95.
I was about to say, didn't it have to come out after Illmatic?
Yeah, it was after Illmatic. I forgot. Because
so
he said
was he the Don Toliver?
It's because he was rapping. He told the story how him and Nas met. Cause like they met like in the studio or something like that. Like they didn't grow up together or nothing like that. And like he just hopped on. He did like a few songs with Nas, and he was shocked that the song "Life's a on there and everything. And then he was just like, "Dang, that's dope. He showed love or whatever." And then like because I think he said his joint was done too, and he just put it out the next year. I could be wrong, but anyways, yeah, this album dope, bro. I played it, like, I've been getting in the car because I'm like, dang, I never played this in the Jeep. So that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, bro, I've just been playing it.
Is it Jeep certified, B?
Bro, it's Jeep certified, bro. It bumps in the Jeep. But now, bro, like, this is a really good album, man. I just don't hear people, like, I see people in the hip-hop community that's, like, older heads talk about AZ. I also saw a clip of him and Nas performing recently. And I was just like, dang, like, nobody really show AZ love like that.
All right, you about to sound like Russ. Shout out to Russ Collects.
Right.
That's like, he's talking about how he said, no one talks about 2014 hip-hop or something like that. Like, are people sleeping on this year? I'm like, huh? 2014? What?
He's a kid, bro. He's a kid, bro.
Shout out to Russ, man. He
be doing stuff like that.
I had to get his age this weekend.
Bro,
I'm like, what age
how old is he?
I'm not going to say I'm 5.
Oh, yeah.
You can just look at my fingers right there.
Okay. Yeah, you're a kid.
Yeah.
But nah, B. That's. Oh, yeah. I forgot. We'll go back to it. Yeah.
So that's it for
That's
AZ?
the it for me for AZ, bro. AZ, Do or Die. If a lot of you guys haven't checked that out, y'all need to. It's his debut album. It's really amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's up there like, it's not, I wouldn't say Illmatic is far better than this album. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, bro. Like, Illmatic's better, yes. But I'm just saying, it's like one of those albums, like, yeah, in that era of 94 to, well, you could say from 93 to like 97, I think it's a top 20. You know? That's probably not too crazy.
Is only Built for Cuban Links in there?
Yeah.
Is Iron Man considered to be in there? Wu-Tang considered to be in there?
I say top 20, so he could be like at 19. We can look
at,
yeah. I'm saying from 93 to 97.
I think you're giving him a bit too much grace.
Hey, to me, bro, I'm going to relook at my list.
Yeah, we got to relook at that
All right, list. You think? I think it's up there, bro.
I don't know if it's 20.
You don't think it's up there, 20?
Start thinking about iconic albums. Come
on. Of a 93 from 97?
When did America's Most Wanted come out? Or Death Certificate? Or
91, right?
I'm not sure.
I said 93, 97. All right, we got
Scarface albums. And then you got to think about Outkast albums.
I don't know, man. Hey, Do or Die, man. Hey.
I'm just saying, you got a lot of competition you throw in there.
Maybe I threw out a little crazy take, but hey, I don't know. To me, I think it's up in there, bro. Top 20, maybe.
But it's definitely one of those standout.
It's one of those standout albums from that era, from like 93 to 97 to me.
I think people don't talk about AZ because AZ just isn't big. Like, people, whenever they talk about AZ, it's because of his verse off of Life is a B.
You think so? I'm saying, like, most people.
All the time I see.
I'm saying, when I hear people talk about it, it's like in the underground community, you know, or like the old heads, they talk about AZ. But like, I'm just saying, I don't see much praise, like, I guess, overall.
No,
like,
they only praise that verse for his. I didn't even know he had an album.
Yeah. Do or Die, man. I want it on vinyl, bro. That's like, I want the original one, and I remember when, I think it was Tough Con, before they like folded, they did a pressing, and I was gonna get it on their site, but it's the certain variant I want, and it's hard to get, man. I want it.
Is it worth any money?
Not crazy amount. It's just where it's at. I'm like, I don't want to buy it for that amount.
Okay, so it's not worth that amount for you.
No.
I feel that.
Yeah. What you got?
Just to go over this one quick, I kept going over the Auditorium, Volume 1 by Common and P Rock.
Oh, I'm about to bring that album up.
Yeah, this album is my album of the year so far.
Dang,
just
bro.
Production wise, it's up there, man. Common's rapping, even though Common stays in the same pocket like he usually does. That's Common, so I don't know if I could fault him for that, but it's also like what we heard with LL Cool J. He had to relearn to rap, and he was flowing differently. So I'm like, Common, I kind of wish he would flow a bit differently. But I really do love P Rock's production on that album. And I do love some of the subject matter that Common does go over, the way he flows on the beats. It's just a perfect marriage of those two styles coming together real strongly. I just wanted to revisit that because we did do a review. Yeah. And on that review, I think I said I listened to it like 1, maybe 2 times.
And I listened to it once.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this album, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just been having it in the background. Like, this is just, like how you feel about the Lupe album, this is my album for me like that. But I love this album because I'm just like, Common really brought it. And I honestly thought Common was washed. Like,
because I think some of the directions he was taking on his latest projects was different. I just feel like he needed to be honed it back into his comfort zone. Yeah, like into something like the soulful beats, like sampling. Just bring it back to the roots and to the essence of like hip hop and where you come from. I think that's when he get more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So since you're talking about this, I actually want to talk about this album too, since it's both on our list for this week, bro. This album's really dope, bro. Like, I've been catching some lines Common's throwing out. I'm like, yo, Common is spitting, bro. And I saw a dude in the comments like, yo, you keep listening, you gonna catch some stuff. I'm like, yo, Common was saying, I wanted to, like, I was driving him from work one day and I was like, I think I'm gonna, like, freaking write out some of the lines I caught, but I forgot, bro. But anyways, like,
there was some really good lines, bro. Like I said, Common does stay in that pocket, flow-wise. Yeah. But it's all right for the production that P Rock gives him on this album.
They made something really special with this one, bro. Like, I hopefully, like, I'm not trying to like be negative, but like, I really hope like they next projects don't try to like veer too far away, like from this, and like, all right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, like to like mess up the phone, because I know sometimes you just can't recreate it, like that aura you made before, but it's like, man.
I will say for the next projects, I want them to be shorter, but I think they're already done though. Like I think
they already?
No, they said that they already recorded so many songs. That they was like, okay, we're gonna have multiple albums.
Because they've been working with each other for years though. But I'm like, this is something I never knew. I haven't watched no interview, so I don't know if they saying like, yo, we just been tuned in. I don't know how long.
I watched the Breakfast Club one, the Math Hoffa one. I didn't see the Drink Champs one. I saw some of the Sweat.
So how did they say like what's the like time zone, or like they just been locked in for a few years?
Yeah, this is current. Like this is for the last few years. Man. But P Rock, he already has some of these beats, but he made newer beats. Like he would send Common some songs. He'd be like, "What you think about that?" Then Common would be like, "Oh, I want that sample." Right. And you know, P Rock will go in and sample it. So this is like recent. Like this is like super recent.
It's so dope. I agree with you. I hope it's shorter so they can stretch it out. Like I guess they do 3 volumes or whatever. Because when I see volume 1, I'll be like, I just don't want you to. You know what I mean? But if they still in the same little pocket, I'm all for it, bro.
Yeah, I do want them to change it up a bit because I don't want it to sound too samey to this one. Yeah. But I still want it to be like Pete Rock's soul essence, like filled beats, even though I heard that was a problem from someone on Twitter. That it sounded too Sunday churchy.
Nah.
But they love the Eminem album. But yeah, I just hope that this album, the next one, I hope it's better, but this one was really, really good. This is good. It makes me want to go back and re-listen and just listen to the first time for some of Common's albums. I was gonna do that this week, but then I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna do 2.
If you go to Common, like his collaborative albums with producers, bro, he's top tier.
Who else do you collaborate with besides
Jay Dilla?
A whole album?
Like pretty much Chocolate.
Oh, like Water for Chocolate. Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought you meant like something.
And
then
he did 2 with Kanye. He did.
I thought he only did 1.
He did 2, bro. He did B and the one after it.
Electric Circus.
Not Electric Circus.
Electric Circus. No, Electric Circus right before that one. Let me see. Universal Mind Control or something like that.
Is it Forever Mine or whatever? I think it's Forever Mine.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah, him and Kanye did 2 together, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Look, they
but
did.
See, I want to listen to that Brown one too.
This one right here?
Yeah. I remember you said that you really liked
that. Oh yeah, Hungry's like one of my favorite comments.
I want to listen to Resurrection.
Yeah, I listen to all this. Yeah, Finding Forever. My bad. I said yeah.
So Kanye produced that?
Yeah.
Kanye did this too. I thought about that, but I never heard any good things about that on the internet.
Yeah, B is that one. Yeah. You know? And B, I love B, but like, you know, going back to it, it's still a great album. But like, come on, man. I don't know. Water for Chocolate to me is better.
No, it's a great album. Yeah, I like B though because that production.
It's short.
It's shorter.
Sweet, yeah.
I'm just like, oh, they got some Jay Dilla in there too.
It's just some, you know, like how beautiful love can be. You know, it's the stuff that Common got, and I'm like, yeah, man, I like it.
Ain't that's B?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about B. I'm just saying it's songs I go back to.
Yeah.
Like, that Come and Have on B. Like, I have to go back to.
And I feel like even though Kanye brought it out of Common, he produced for Common.
Yeah.
So it's like, Common has that same flow in every song. It seems like Kanye like produced around that flow.
Bro, I like want to like this is like a side note, but like it's a little because I'm a fan of like the Roots and stuff. So I listen to like Questlove's like podcasts and a lot of his interviews. I actually just bought his book. But he was discussing how when they did the block party with Dave Chappelle, and when Kanye came, he knew his producing career, like when his era, it was over. Because Kanye, he was talking about like Coming, like Coming. He's like with Kanye, like he grabbed everybody, like and it was a rap, bro. He had Jay Dilla, he had Comedy, he had D'Angelo, he had everybody, so like Erica. Hey, bro, Kanye, he was like, dang.
Like, I mean, the worst part is, Common came out with a very critically bad album on the Soulquarians. Right after that, Kanye got one.
It's crazy because I like Electric. What's it called?
Electric Circus.
I like that one because it has one of my favorite Common songs with Mary J. Blige on that joint.
See, I've only heard some of that album. I've never fully heard it as an adult. Like, I never heard it as an adult.
To me, that album was kind of like equivalent to like the Jay-Z's Kingdom Come. I don't feel like, some people's like it's like his most hated project, and I'm like, it's not that bad.
We also got to think about what it comes off of, though, too. That's why.
Yeah.
What it comes off of or what it came before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that expectation. Yeah, I got you.
I think that's the only reason, like, albums like that are, like, super hated. Yeah. Because after the Black Album, come on, Kingdom Come. Like, hold on, what are we doing?
Yeah. I like Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come ain't bad.
It's crazy.
That's expectation.
That's the album that got me into Jay-Z. That's the album.
Mine was American Gangster. So.
Yeah, because I never forget, I was in the backseat of my cousin's dad's car with my cousin dad driving, hat tilted, jamming the freaking Kingdom Come. He played that intro, bro, and I'm like, hold up, man, look. I like this, right? And then on top of him having the hat to the sideways, he's like, this is a new era, got a fresh new hat. I don't know.
Can you be real, though? That album cover is ugly.
I used to love I think the promo to that album, I remember the commercial when Jay-Z was doing all his album covers. I think that was around the Kingdom Come time. I used to love that. You remember that commercial? When like
was like coming up, all of his different covers.
Yeah, he was just doing it. He had the hat. Bro. I think that's around the Kingdom.
No, because American Gangster was in that one.
Oh, so that
was Magna Carta Holy Grail.
No, for real?
Because it went.
Nah, I think it was a little sooner than that. I was a kid. I was not a kid.
No, because it was Magna. It had to be Magna Carta because he did American Gangster in that trailer too. Because I remember he put.
So I want to say it's probably Blueprint 3 then.
Yeah,
it had to have been that because I had to be in high school when that commercial came out. I wasn't out of high school.
I feel like it was Magna Carta
because I wasn't watching commercials then.
But I didn't watch commercials either.
But I remember this being on the TV.
Okay, yeah.
We might have to Google it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to for that.
Commercials used to be so dope. What happened?
Internet.
Yeah.
TV, no streaming. Why watch commercial? I mean, the best way to put a commercial in somewhere is YouTube because people ain't buying YouTube Premium, but everybody's on YouTube.
Bro, I mean, I ain't gonna speak because I want the YouTube guys to mess up and strike my YouTube channel, but bro, I haven't had ads in. And I don't even got premium, bro. I ain't had ads.
Let me say the pod real
no
quick.
ad blocker or nothing. Allegedly.
Let me say the pod. Next topic. I mean, next album that I listen to.
What next album you listen to, B?
Tory Lanez, Sorry for What? Oh. So all the commotion of Tory happening this weekend, I was like, let me go ahead and finish out the albums I did not listen to with Tory that came out after the whole quarantine thing because I think it was Love Me Now Reloaded came out. That just it tired me out. What's the word?
Fatigue?
Yeah, it fatigued me. I forgot the other word.
Drained you?
Whoa. When you have that part, when you have fatigue, it's the other word. I forgot what it's called.
The other word, fatigue.
I forgot the name of it, but it's basically like fatigue. Yeah. Burnout.
Okay.
That's what it is. I have Tory Lanez Burnout after Love Me Now because I was kind of disappointed with that album for what it was. Well, not for what it was, but for what I was expecting from Tory.
Yeah.
And I think Chicks Tape 5 came out after that, so I did love that. Or before that, I'm not sure. But I went back to Sorry for What, which is his last album before the pop. Yeah, no, it was his last album because the deluxe of Alone from Prom came out after, even though Alone from Prom came out before the original. So I listened to Sorry for What. You can tell he's just trying to put something else so
before
he can get that legal fees.
Before he can go?
Yeah, before you go. Because I'm just like, Tory, I get what you're going for this album, and this is like in your lane.
Yeah.
This isn't good though. None of these attempts on this album is good. Like it's all right, especially for someone who isn't a Tory Lanez fan, is just getting into Tory. you might like this because it gives you like Drake vibes, where it's like a lot of different type of sounds.
Right.
He's doing the singing, he's doing the rapping, but to me, he doesn't excel at anything. He comes off more as a jack of all trades rather than him being proficient at the two things that he's really good at, which is rapping and singing, and really making a good song. To me, this album was very boring, very flat, felt very soulless. And you could just tell like he's putting this out so he gets some legal money for that case he's going.
You know what Tory Lanez I miss, bro? That Fargo Fridays, that real addresses.
You talking about when he was putting singles out?
Hey, bro, real addresses, bro. I played that.
I forgot if they have them on streaming or not. Because I remember they kept putting them on SoundCloud.
Bro, I remember about 2 months ago. I remember I was like, yo, the song just popped up in my head, bro. Bro, it's still fire, bro. Real Addresses by Tory Lanez, bro. If y'all haven't heard that song,
y'all really just need to go through all Fargo Fridays. Man, he was dropping those songs.
Wait. Like, I can't wait to blow all that around that time. Even though I know that's on Spotify because he made it like a single. When he had the little ripped up shirt. Blow. I can't wait to blow up.
BLO, something like that.
Bro, all that, bro. That Fargo Fridays was amazing.
I know. I miss it. I just miss when artists used to just drop something like every week. And I'm just like, oh, can you just please put this in the EP and put it on streaming, please?
Because first when he had his sound, like when Tory is putting out like the, like Honda on there, Honda Civics on there.
Oh, you talking about the?
Because he got like four songs on there, but he ain't got the full EP on there.
Yeah, but he put some of the singles out on Spotify as just singles, which I hate. I'm like, just put it in the EP.
I used to get on that Spotify. I mean that SoundCloud, bro. Tory, man.
Nah, I used to have it down.
It's so crazy just what Tory went through, like what he's going through now is wild. But like I remember like getting hip to him like my freshman year of high school, and I just thought he was just a Lil Wayne clone. I was like, oh, and I used to Google him on YouTube around that time because I knew he was young. He was like 18, 17, and you'll see him like battle rapping in high school and stuff, being like from Brampton. And I was watching these YouTubes at the time, For Y'all Entertainment. They actually went to like high school with him and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, yo, but at the time I'm like, yo, that's dope. They know Tory Lanez, but like Tory Lanez wasn't nobody. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't big. And then like doing like 2015 or something when Say It came out or something like that. He started getting more buzz, and then we gonna talk more about Tory, but I don't know. It's just crazy.
I miss Tory, man. I'm not gonna say we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, but I ain't got nothing else.
Oh, you ain't got nothing else? I'll go through some stuff real quick then. Now let's to another Tory album, DAYSTAR, which was his album fresh off of all the allegations and stuff before he went to jail.
And that's when he kind of addressed it in a little bit.
He addressed it a lot. Yeah. He was going at everybody on this album. He was like, he even talked about Bum B on the album.
Yeah.
I remember the intro. It kind of reminded me of Future on Monster.
Because that's when he had Maul and them on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Academics, Bum B. I'm just like, Ebro.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about him. And to me, DAYSTAR is a really good Tory Lanez project.
Yeah.
But it's like a The Heart Part 6 where it's like you guys don't believe me. It's like, come on, Goo, I'm black, but you want to believe BLM? Like, you throw the blame on everything else. He was like, come on, what they use the money for BLM? I was like, come on, there's actually black people out here. Y'all trying to put a black man behind bars? What are y'all doing? He was trying to do the guilt trip on this album. And while I do love him because of the subject matter of the songs, there's even one part on the album. It was a song. It's like a 6-minute song of him just going at everybody that said something about him. He said, Chance the Relevant? Irrelevant. No, he said, Chance the Rapper? Irrelevant. Never mind. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, he was going at everybody. He was like, hey, don't put my feature on your album, JoJo. Yeah. He was like, take me out your top 5. I don't even want to see my name in there, something like that. I'm just like, oh.
Hey, around that time, man, I turned my back on Tory too, bro, because, like, you just didn't know, man. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking, like, I'm just like, Tory, if you actually did this, man, that's kind of cold-blooded, man, because it wasn't much evidence. Like, I wasn't saying, like, yo, you did it, or he didn't do it. I was just like, I'm just going to chill off on him right now, because I don't know, I just think that's kind of whack.
Yeah, I was never a Tory Lanez defender of, like, he definitely didn't do it. Yeah. But I will say this, during that whole case,
when it
was definitely some fishy stuff happening.
On both sides.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know who
to believe, bro. I still don't know.
Yeah, so it's like, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm not picking no sides. Like I said, I'll talk about it later, because to me, everybody says, well, he was exonerated. Well, I mean, he found guilty, so it obviously was true. I'm like, yeah, O.J. Simpson was found guilty, too.
Yeah. I mean, not guilty. O.J. didn't do nothing, though. Don't let me get into my O.J. thing, bro. O.J. did not kill the people. He did, bro, he did.
My biggest point that I'm going to bring up later is Trayvon Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. We know George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Come on. But he wasn't found guilty, so y'all gonna say that he didn't
do it?
Yeah.
He know he did it.
It's like, I'm saying, like, the court ain't always 100% accurate. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna touch on that later. Let me see, because I was just going through and rating a whole bunch of albums I listened to. I checked out this new person, or someone I don't know, called Orion Sun, or Orion Sun.
Let me see.
It's an R&B artist. I don't...
Oh, yeah. I used to listen to her.
Yeah,
she's like this queer girl. She's from like Philly or something, like New Jersey.
Yeah. And so, I was listening to Bando Stone, which we'll be talking about later.
I had that album on vinyl, bro. I used to have a VMP version.
I hate you.
Yeah, I used to have
it kept coming up.
Yo, my bad, bro.
You see how he treats me? Look, he never holds stuff and be like, maybe B might like this later on. Yeah, he never did that. But her songs kept playing after Bando Stone in the world, and I was like, let me just give this a try. And it was a very short project. Well, she had 2 very short projects. A collection of fleeting moments. I don't know the rest of the name. And Holding Space for Me. I like it.
Oh, no.
I enjoy it. Really dope. She got an album coming out in August or September this year, so I am going to be waiting to hear that. So I'm anticipating that, see what it sounds like. Another person I listened to was, dang, you might know him, obviously. Pale J. Oh. He wears like a ski mask.
Did I talk about Pale J on here? He just put out a new single, too.
I don't think you talked about it.
I didn't bring him up.
If you did, I'm not sure. Oh, I also listened to Getaway by Orion Sun as well.
Bro.
Yeah, because you're always tapped in with everything. As soon as I see someone, oh yeah, I know him from grade school.
Yeah, nah.
I know everybody, man.
Hey, Pale J's so dope, bro.
I listened to Celestial Suite. So fire. So fire. I wish that project was longer. It's like 4 songs. I'm like, oh, I got 4 more to go? Instrumentals. I'm like, oh. But yeah, I enjoyed that project from the Celestial Suite by Pale J. Another project I listened to. And when I first listened to it, I didn't like it because I didn't listen to it all the way through. Mr. Beat the Road by Bossman Dlow. See? See?
Yeah.
This man had everything at one point. But yeah, last project is Mr. Beat the Road by Bossman Dlow. When I first heard this project, I couldn't get through it.
So what's with the Bossman Dlow hype, man? People love this guy.
To me, he's like a very mainstream version of Young Nudie. Like, if you like Young Nudie music, you'll like Bossman Dlow.
I saw a tweet. They said Bossman Dlow he's who somebody thought he should be, but that's Bossman Dlow. Oh, East G. They saying Boss D is a better version of East G. Yeah, ESTG. That's how you say it? I think it's East G. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
I think the EST is the East. I don't know. I heard people call him East G too.
But I've never heard that.
Hey, ESTG. East G, he got some stuff I like too. Though.
I only heard a few songs with him and 42 Doug off their collab project.
Yeah.
But Bossman Dlow, and I know a lot of women online be like, oh, how can you say this about this, but then you don't say it about the male rappers that are in the mainstream? First of all, we really don't talk about like male mainstream rappers on the level of like a Bossman Dlow or a Moneybagg Yo or Polo G or anything like that. We don't. To me, there's nothing there for me to really like want to talk about. But for Bossman Dlow, he's in that same realm. He could get very samey, but he just, like, his songs are fun, man. The songs are catchy. The hooks are good. He has a very good charisma about him. He's very energetic on the beats. I enjoy it. Now, like I said, a lot of the songs can get samey. Subject matter is the same throughout all of it. But to me, it's all about how you flow and the energy and the charisma that you give on the song itself. Now, while I say the project is a must check out, no. You can listen to some singles and you'll get what Bossman Dlow is about. That's literally all his subject matter. But the songs are fun. Like, when you just have this in the car just bumping, you just got that rhythm going. This got that whip appeal, man. I enjoy it. I really like I never thought I'd say this. I like a Bossman Dlow project. Mr. Beat the Road, Bossman Dlow, and it has all the huge hits that are currently real big on TikTok, except for the newest song that he has that has a dance challenge too.
Yeah, my younger sister, the youngest one, they put me on Bossman Dlow. Her and my little cousin one day, they was like at the airport and they wanted me to pick them up. I had my girl pick them up. And they came over, they was like, yeah, Bossman Dlow was like what we listened to. I'm like, played them. I'm like, this is what y'all listen to? But I understood,
Yeah.
I
understand it. Like I said, it's not great music, but it's fun music.
And I was like, how y'all find him? TikTok. So I was like, yeah. Okay.
I told you it's a new radio. Yeah. That's also another point I got, because that was my last project. TikTok is the new radio. Because every song I hear on TikTok is literally on the radio. Literally every song. Well, obviously every rap song, because I'm only listening
But you don't think that social media reflects what's going on, like, in the culture?
No,
like,
it does. That's why I kept saying, like, TikTok is the new radio. Like, if I hear it on TikTok, it's going to be on the radio. Because if it's huge on TikTok, besides, like, the little meme songs, like, the songs that you know are memes, like, if it's, like, an actual song from an actual artist, it's going to be on the radio. Every single song. But it's always going to break on TikTok first before the radio. So, to me, TikTok now dictates the radio.
TikTok dictates the radio. I have no
because there's this one song I was telling you about a few weeks ago, the Jordan and Adetunji, the Kehlani freestyles. I'm not freestyle. The Kehlani song. I've been hearing that on the radio now. I heard that Lay Banks chick on the radio too. Yeah. I've been hearing all these people on the radio.
So the crazy thing about it, I don't even think that's a crazy take in this turn in this time, because like I said, like a lot of labels are reflecting on like people in social media. If they have like impact of that song, they're like, oh, I'm gonna sign this, I'm gonna sign this girl. So it's like now you seeing that stuff reflect on the radio, because the radio like, hey, this is what's hot on TikTok. This is what the kids like. We got to play it. So,
but I think with TikTok, there's a way more return with it. There's way more like stock investment, but there's also a greater way to read the analytics on these songs. Because with the radio, you can't tell if someone likes a song or not. On TikTok, you can tell because people are consistently interacting with it, consistently using it in sounds, consistently using it like to put it in the background of their videos or whatever. To me, there's a greater way to judge songs based off of TikTok, and it's way better to push a song on TikTok, because I feel like way more people are active on TikTok than they are listening to the radio now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. So, and like one thing is like I don't be on TikTok, but my girl is. Every song I hear my girl flip through, sometimes the same track, and it has like some type of challenge to it. It's more, I feel like when it comes to like TikTok, it brings more interaction with the song, because now you have a challenge that's with this song as well. And also the song is catchy. So you had $1 Million Baby that was like all over TikTok, and look, it was a big radio hit. Euphoria, even though it was a diss track, it still was big on TikTok as well.
Yeah, it's not on the radio.
Yeah, but
it's
but
big.
They Like Us. Also, another song I was hearing
huge on radio
and on TikTok. It was, I'm just saying, like all these other songs, I'm like, hey, like TikTok, hey man, your take not even crazy. Like I think that's just real life right now. That's just what we dealing with.
Which is crazy.
You think so?
I never thought it would get. I never thought that we'd have a social media to where it would dictate music on the radio.
You don't think I think we've been dealing with that for the last few years though.
Social media?
Well, just it being on the internet, like stuff being on the internet and then going to the radio.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But I'm saying like a social media where it's like, this is the new hot song right here, right now. We're dictating
because this is what the kids is playing for. Because we're dictating.
Yeah, because Instagram was never.
But you don't think we're doing that? We've been doing that since the blog era.
No, I think a lot more stuff, even though it was more known. I think so. What it is for me is like, I think now it's hit its pinnacle. Now it's hit its stride, because
I think MySpace done. I think TikTok, what TikTok's doing is different because of the videos interaction. But I think we've been doing this for years now. I think it's always been it. The internet always been. That's why like since this era, like MySpace and all that, how MySpace songs. That's how people record labels found bands. I think it's just been like this for the last, I want to say, almost 20 years now.
Well, in terms of finding people, yes. I'm talking about like dictating like. I never thought the internet, because there's a lot of internet songs that are internet famous, and this is why I like to call a lot of artists internet famous, because in real life people don't be listening to these artists, or like in actual life, in actual real, when you walk around and stuff, you don't hear people listen to these artists, but you will hear it all the time, like on social media, or you
like a $1 Million Baby.
No, because I always hear it on the radio.
I'm saying that you said the artist. I don't think I'm hearing people listen to Tommy Richmond like that.
No, I mean like they don't listen to those artists' songs, like those big songs. Okay, my example for this is Lil Mozzie. You remember him?
Yeah,
right?
I remember him.
Anything that blew up on Cole Bennett, I never heard on the radio. That's why I would say that they were internet famous before anything. Like people would listen to them in real life. I would never hear these songs in real life or at a gathering or anything like that.
But you don't think that's the same applied to TikTok? Because you only gonna have like 5 or 6 songs that you might hear on the radio from TikTok. Because you're going to have songs that's big on TikTok that's probably not going to hit the radio because it's not as popular.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying with the internet age. That's why you said with the blog era, I feel like it wasn't that, because I feel like now there's more of a chance of that pipeline happening rather than back then. Like, what have we never heard stuff off of mixtapes hitting the radio. You get what I'm saying? Like, mixtapes back then were big. Like
Day and Night Day and Night went crazy on the internet.
But true, you're right. But that was also on the album as well.
I'm saying it's way before that. I'm saying, look, Day and Night got popping on MySpace. Then they went on to like being on video games. Then they got big overseas.
He got on video games before radio?
Before radio. Before his album came out. Day and Night was on freaking NBA Live 2008.
Oh, see, I'm
saying, I'm just telling you, like, it's been. Always been. That's why I'm here. Look. So look, this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's always been doing this. It's just TikTok's just a new platform.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can get more spins now because it's more users on TikTok now. But I think it's always doing that. It's always been like that since, like, to me, the MySpace era. So, past 20 years. But I think TikTok is just that new platform. I think, but the internet, period, like, just saying the internet and not even putting a social media to it, the internet been doing that for 20 years now. Almost, I guess.
To me, I'd have to say social media because MySpace is a social media.
Yeah.
Facebook.
But you got YouTube.
YouTube was the only place that you could really listen to music and see music videos for, though, too. Besides Vivo.
But you gotta understand, some people YouTube stuff, like a video, got so popular that it was like, I ain't saying the songs on the radio, but it got so big. I don't know if it ever charted, but it's like this viral moment. You know what I'm saying? A song could become a viral moment. Remember, like Chocolate Rain, Rebecca, Friday.
But true, but we also got to remember, though, YouTube is an algorithm as well, just like a social media. So that's why, to me, it's like in that middle ground. Because it's still social media. I mean, remember, we used to be able to, look, I'm showing my age. You used to be able to instant message on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember
you used to be able to text.
You can do it in like 2019. I remember you can do it.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that back when I was like in
2018, 2019. Because me and my girl, we used to like message each other YouTube videos on YouTube. Then they like totally got rid of it like at the late, I don't know, a new update like before 2020 or something like that. I remember that.
Yeah, it's a dangerous feature now that I think about it. But yeah, to me, YouTube to me teeters that line. To me, YouTube helped bridge that gap more so.
I think it's a part of it, man. I think all of it works together. Like, cause I remember like Black and Yellow like being really crazy on YouTube, and then it became like a huge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, it bridged that gap between stuff being just on the radio or stuff being internet famous, and then boom, it could be in the middle. Because especially back then, the internet age, when stuff was getting big on the internet, like through the blog era, even though it was a little bit before. You was able to put your music video out. It's a more independent source. You ain't got to go through a thing like BET or 106 and Park or MTV, stuff like that.
So what are you saying?
No, I'm kind of agreeing with you, but I'm also saying like it does dictate it a bit. But I think it's still a social media to an extent.
So you saying YouTube helps, but you think the social media is more impactful? Like you saying TikTok is number one. I agree with you on that. I'm not
right now currently
because TikTok is the number one social media.
But yeah, I agree that YouTube was number one at one point. It was king because that was the only other place to do it. But that's what I'm saying. It bridged the gap.
Yeah,
because you could be independent, put your music videos on there, and they'll still. But that was the only other place you could put really on there to get popular.
Yeah, because like Vine had a little moment. It had songs like You Guessed It. Remember that? That was the thing. Because I feel like if anything is popping and you incorporating music to it, because at the time you got so many people, so many eyes on it that it can take it off.
I agree with you. I think the thing with Vine was
because you got songs on Vine that did the same effect.
Yeah, but I think more songs on there were more meme popular than actually like, you know, radio popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
even though radio was still becoming irrelevant at that time.
Yeah, it was. But I'm saying I think radio, it kind of caters to the people.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So whatever them record labels like they see, like they was playing You Guessed It on radio. Like that became a big song. Even though I know it's more Vine songs, I just can't. It's been so far removed from that. But I feel like TikTok the same way. Like a lot of songs on TikTok be popular, but like you probably don't hear them on the radio as well. But it's some that's like you can't escape because this already was gonna be a big song. Like, come on, you know, Euphoria, like what it became like.
You mean Not Like Us?
Yeah, like Not Like Us being like in the now Euphoria too.
I never heard that.
It's not on the radio, but I'm saying it's on TikTok.
Oh.
It's big on TikTok, but it's not on the radio because it ain't as big as.
Well, I think it's not on TikTok because it's not a general radio song.
Yeah, I think it was like 6 minutes and all that.
Well, that plus there's no hook, there's no chorus.
Yeah,
it's not just
rapping.
Yeah, it's just rapping.
Yeah, I get the formula. I'm saying the formula is not on the radio. I got you. I agree with you on that. But I'm just saying when it comes to certain songs, like if that song had that formula, it would be on the radio as well. Euphoria.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it comes to like TikTok, it's just the new outlet. But I feel like the internet just been doing this for the last 20 years. Damn. That's what I'm saying. Like your take, yeah, that's what it is now, B.
Yeah, because I can't escape none of these songs now.
Yeah.
I go in the car, radio, boom. TikTok, boom. I'm like, God dang it.
Hey, that's why every time you crank my car up, it goes right to my.
It takes a little while to connect.
Hey, I don't want nothing to do with the radio, bro. Sirius radio keep hitting me up. I don't want no. What I got to do with some satellite radio, bro? What I'm trying to listen to some guys talk about like basketball or something. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to hear Sway beat?
I don't want to hear Shady 45,
whatever it's called.
DJ Woo Kid, man. I want to hear.
Yuck.
I don't want to hear freaking Sway. How Sway? You know what I mean? But
nasty.
It's next on the docket, man. That was a good conversation. I'm telling you, B, we can what's the word compensate, even though I don't even think that's a word for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ha.